So Kim began her career more than 25 years ago in the East Orange School District, where she attended school as a child, and I guess some would say, oh, she hasn't looked back since. Well, that's actually the opposite. She has not looked back. She's looked inward. She's looked at her own school district. She chose to stay in the community that she grew up in, to give back, to help others, right? Follow her in the road, to be an example, a shining example of what it means to truly lead, be someone of inspiration that, as you may know, not only has earned her the title of the New Jersey
What else?
ESP of the Year, it's the National ESP of the Year. Come on, give it up for Kim. So, she's a dedicated educator and professional who never has known anything but what it means to serve, give back tirelessly. I'm proud and humbled to call her a friend, and she inspires me because she's been an organizer, she's been a local leader, she's working in some community where she grew up, and now, thank goodness, we have hired her as staff as well.
We love you,
Continue serving in that role out there and giving her time in East Orange. She's also served on the NEA Board of Directors since 2016, again, taking her work for all of us, her advocacy on the national level. So, listen, you don't want to hear from me. I think it's time to hear from our 2021 State ESP and National ESP of the Year, Kimberly Scott Hayes.
Good evening. Good evening, NJEA. Good evening, ESP. Good evening, my fellow colleagues. I want to say to each and every one of you who are essential school professionals. I would like to first acknowledge the NJEA ESP committee for their hard work and dedication to this conference, the profession, as well as the students and communities which they serve. I would not have been the state nominee for the 2021 ESP of the Year if these fine individuals did not acknowledge my work and fight for ESPs, no matter where they are or where they were or what career family they represented. Please don't ever forget that what you do every day impacts the educational process that occurs each and every day. We have the best schools in the nation because we have the world's greatest ESP. Educators, that's right, and a strong union family that is globally recognized. To say that I am humbled and still basking in the honor of being the NJEA and NEA 2021 ESP of the Year is an understatement. When I look out in this room, I see a part of my story in each and every one of you. No successful individual should ever tout their wins as if they were in the fight alone. It should never be about the me, because the real strength and growth is when we remain steadfast and intentional in uplifting the voices of the collective we. I know that this is extraordinary. Self-motivated people such as the ESPs in this very space tonight, and many others who walk into the doors of our great public schools and don't think twice about what our students need, what is required to make their day run as smooth as possible, so that we are providing our most precious assets, which is our students, with the best, finest, safest, cleanest, and most welcoming learning spaces on a daily basis. The last thing that I would like to say, it was truly an honor to represent you on the state and national levels this year in that role. I felt it was my duty to make sure that I elevated, inspired, and reminded the world that every essential school professional should be respected as the educators they are, and that every job category that impacts the educational process is celebrated at every level. I want to say to each and every one of you, I am because of you. The ESP family you provided me a place and a space for me over the years to be visible and empowered in the fight for all ESPs. And what you do every day for the success of the whole child is so, so important. My success over the year is truly your success. So with that, I say, to the 2022 ESP of the Year, I want you to enjoy your journey, share your story, but more importantly, lift up and bring along a fellow ESP member. I want you to keep inspiring others to their greatness and never ever apologize for what you believe in, and you will always be a champion. Woo! I say thanks to the NJEA leadership team, my former local, the EOMA, my county association, the ECEA, the NJEA executive committee members, my NJEA delegate assembly members, the NEA board of directors, and the ESP leaders at every level. Yeah. And last but not least, to my wonderful family who built that village around me, which allows me to do what I am so passionate about. First, when I was a member of 20 plus years, but now as a professional staff to the world's greatest labor union. Thank you. It seems so very generic, but genuine sentiment, it is a genuine sentiment. Thank you. It is truly unmeasurable. I say thank you so much for this recognition. I want you to remember your journey is your story. I wish all of you a productive yet safe school year and keep standing in the gap for great public schools for every child. And me being a person that I am, although I knew the ESP committee wanted to honor me, I feel like this is the space and place for the 2022 ESP of the Year. So I'm going to ask my sister to bring up my token of appreciation for that individual, Nancy Coughlin. I want you to know that I appreciate you. I want you to know that we see you. And I want you to know that keep aspiring to your greatness. Congratulations to you.